was actually here on time, but then I just remembered right before I went to go into live stream that I would text Parker and let him know that I was here in the line. I told him I would do that, so that's why I am a couple minutes late to the live stream today. But I'm here. It's really hot out, and we're in like a severe thunderstorm warning until about 8 p.m. So I can only think that that's why. Like it's getting a little bit cloudy, but it's still sunny. It's still hot, and like I'm white. It's hot, and I'm tired. So kind of getting a headache again. Oh, I didn't sleep very well last night either. But I am here today, and I didn't really come prepared. I'm like totally dad with the polo, but I did work today, so I guess that's why. But um, I didn't really come prepared with much to talk about today. Carpool update, I'm actually a lot closer to the front now. I've actually passed, so when you get so far up the lane right before you go around the building to pick up the kids, they have a merge sign where two lanes actually merge into one. I'm past the merge sign, so there's only one other car to the right of me that's a little bit closer before the line of like 6 cars or so that are waiting to turn around to the edge to pick up. So I'm a little bit closer to the front today, so I think Parker will be happy about that. And who knows what else I need to do. So I do know what I need to do today. Let's talk about Amazon a little bit. So have you ever ordered from Amazon with hopes that something was coming, when it was supposed to arrive, and all of a sudden, like you get this email saying, "Oh, your order's running late." Wonderful, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad that I took the time to order from Amazon and paid Amazon, and they said it would be here a certain time. I understand things happen, but it seems like it's happening even more lately. And I know for a while it was very specific, that they were being like, things are taking longer to get. But like we're kind of out of that now, and I haven't had too many problems with Prime, especially. But it's homecoming week, and so this stuff like cutting me out. God, like choking me to death here. But I'm trying to like lean to the window because I'm tired too. So I'm being lazy today. So Sophia needed, of all things, a cowboy hat for school tomorrow. It's homecoming weekend. I don't know if it's hat day or what, but she wanted a cowboy hat. So she ordered this pink, like bedazzled, sequined, sequined out cowboy hat for school. Uh, she's never gonna wear it again. It's probably just for school tomorrow. But yeah, so we ordered it. It didn't come in time. I got the email saying it might be delivered today. It might be delivered tomorrow. We don't know, but she needs it for tomorrow. So I think that I might have to go over to Party City and buy her one up anyway. So that's on my agenda for this afternoon. But at the same time, the thunderstorms that are rolling in, I don't think I really want to be driving around whenever it's thunderstorming. So I'm counting on Amazon to pull through. I haven't checked my order status yet, but hopefully it'll happen because it is really unnerving. So Parker actually, Home Depot seems like what? Yeah, with the cowboy hat. Yeah, for real. Uh, so, but with the Amazon thing though, like Parker ordered something, and it said Prime on it, and then after we ordered it, it said it would be uh, delivered. So he ordered this at the beginning of August, and it said it would be delivered sometime between August 30th and September 20th. Okay, that's not really Prime. That's just like a regular order, and that almost sounds like Amazon. I bought it from Amazon. Who's going to buy it from somebody else? Is buying it from somebody else. They have to wait for them to ship it to them. They have to wait to ship it to them. They're going to ship it to Amazon. And Amazon's going to ship it to us. I can't. No, that's too much. I can't deal with that. I think I'm getting very, and as are most people, getting very spoiled by the convenience and comfort of Amazon. Like, you can go on your app and say, "Hey, I need something," and have it like in a day. That's very convenient. When we were in our lockdown last year, we ordered quite a lot. Hey, Brian, we ordered quite a lot from Amazon, and it was, Amazon made out during the lockdown. So did Target from us, and so did Publix because at that time we were living in Florida. So we could do like the Publix online order system, and then like, they go and they shop for you, and then they deliver your groceries. I know up here in the Northeast they had a lot of problems with that because I don't think they were expecting so many people to take advantage of those programs where they didn't want to leave their house and have like grocery stores delivering their food, and they wouldn't get stuff for like 2 to 3 days at a time. So, sorry, I really am tired. Um, But when we ordered for Publix, I can order it by like 11 and still have it by 3 or 4 o'clock in the same day, which is really nice. So kudos to Publix. If you know about Publix, Publix is is one of the two major grocery stores in Florida. The other being Winn-Dixie, and I'm sure there might be some others too. But where we were living, in I'm gonna say Kissimmee, but some people say Kissimmee. I don't know. It's like Lancaster and Lancaster here. So I think I used to say Lancaster because I was from Western Pennsylvania, but now it's Lancaster because that's what it is here. You tell me. I don't know. But anyway, Publix is the place to go. It's kind of like Wegmans if you're from the Northeast. Um, it's a little bit nicer of a grocery store as they like than Winn-Dixie. Winn-Dixie is like the whites up here, so I don't know. I didn't really care for Winn-Dixie too much, but a lot of people like it. It's just your preference and where you choose to go shopping, I guess. So that's that. So far today, I may have to go over to Harrisburg to get a cowboy hat, a rhinestone, sequined out cowboy hat that's gonna look pretty funny of me just walking in to buy for myself. I'm sure somebody will think that is my thing and that I want it. I want that for myself, and I'm pretty much gonna have to be like, it's for my 16-year-old daughter. So yeah. But how are you guys doing? How's everything going in your part of the world, wherever you're from? Hope it's going well. I don't know kind of what the weather's doing out there, but I know the next couple of days here it's supposed to rain because we're going to get the effects of Nicholas. So it's going to be a not so beautiful next couple of days here in Hershey. But oh well. I mean, the park isn't open. The park is open on the weekends, so we'll probably go there for the weekend. I think it's supposed to dry out. It's supposed to be a little bit better. I don't want to talk about the RV show anymore because I feel like all I've talked about all week is the RV show. And I'm not going to talk about Squishimals anymore because I'm over it and I'm mad about it and I really hope they get some more and I don't want to talk about that either. So yesterday I talked a little bit about writing and the writing projects that I have and what I'm going to do. Doing good, nice, and sunny blue skies finally. Oh, really? You guys have some rain out there, Brian? That stinks. I mean, I guess it's okay. Like, rain's not terrible. Rain's not awful. But yeah, it does put a damper, especially if you have some plans with things that you want to get done. But I'm actually okay with the thunderstorms that are coming because it's been since we had the flooding that we've actually had like maybe like a good storm. We had one thunderstorm, but it was later in the evening. The place we're living now, they have a screened-in porch on the back. Like, I don't know, I guess you could call it like a deck type thing. So we sit out there and we listen to the rain, and it's pretty neat. If you watch the videos, you can see it. So, it ain't raining for a while. That stinks. Well, good. I'm glad it's sunny and it's drying out for you then, because that definitely is a mood changer. Oh no, I'm so tired. It's definitely a mood changer whenever you're stuck in like a couple days of rain and yucky and whatever. So yeah, staying nice here. We're getting into fall here. It is starting to turn a little bit. Oh, good. Yeah, a good thunderstorm out in Cali last week. Very nice. I know. I don't know how. I don't know much about California weather except I know that it's pretty much like if you're in the San Diego, LA area, 90s for the next few days. Ouch. Yeah. In September, that's weird, right? Um, but if you're in the southern South California, but not too south, it tends to stay around the same temperature all year round. Is that correct? I don't know. Do you guys get bad thunderstorms and stuff? I mean, I know about the earthquakes, obviously, but as far as other kind of weather, you're close to the desert, so I don't know how much really comes in off the ocean. I don't mean to be ignorant. I just don't know about it because I actually haven't been there. I was in California one time. We went there when we went to my sister-in-law's wedding in Arizona. So we went to Arizona. She lives in the Phoenix area, so we went there, and then we drove from Phoenix up to Sacramento, California, where Jackie's uncle lives, and we went to go visit them for a few days, and it was nice. Yeah, some beach and mountains. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's okay. At least you get to see the hills. Like for Jackie, she loves that she can see the mountains again. She does not like being in places that are completely flat. All 4 seasons, no, no kidding. Chicago is crazy. I'll come back to Chicago because I really like Chicago. But in California, so we went up to see her family in Sacramento. They took us to Old Sacramento, which is like the original. I don't know. Kind of like an old mining town thing, or the old gold rush town of Sacramento. But Sacramento, the neighborhoods in the city are actually very similar to Hershey. They look very similar. The trees in the neighborhood. I think we're kind of on the same climate line, so it's very, very similar weather-wise. I think, or temperature, whatever zone, season, whatever you call it. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know all those things. But Chicago. Now I've been to Chicago a few times. I love Chicago. We've done all the things like we've gone out there for the. My father-in-law was a restaurant person, so we'd go out for the restaurant show in May, and then we'd do some things. And then my sister-in-law and brother-in-law lived there for a while, so we'd go out and visit them and do Lincoln Park Zoo and Navy Pier and all the the shopping district and all that stuff like that. We actually went one time. We walked. We had Sophia. We were, she was really young. I don't know where we were or how we got there, but we were looking for pizza, and of course it's Chicago, right? So we were looking for like a good deep dish Italian place. My father-in-law's Italian, so we wanted to find a good place. We ended up walking for about a half an hour, and we were clearly out of like the main city district, just trying to find a place to eat. I don't know where we were, but I think we actually had to take the train to get back into the area of town where we were staying. My sister-in-law got married at the Congress Hotel, so downtown, which was beautiful. We hear it's haunted though. Have you ever heard about that? The hauntings of the Congress Hotel. That's something I think is pretty neat. But yeah, so Chicago's great. I love Chicago. I would like to visit there again. After they moved out of Chicago, they moved to Jersey. So yeah, so we haven't been back to visit since. But love that area. The drive from Pennsylvania to Chicago, Ohio. I'm not going to knock anybody that lives in Ohio, but the driving through Ohio and Indiana to get to Chicago and Illinois, wow. Gosh, that's a long trip. And then so what we did when we went to my sister, nice. I did a tour of the haunted places. I bet there's a lot in Chicago, honestly. I would like to do that. We have Gettysburg here, so Gettysburg is about an hour kind of south of us, and there's a lot of haunted places in Gettysburg. So if you're into the haunted touring type thing, whatever, Gettysburg is a town to hit because we have all that stuff from the Civil War and stuff that happened here. So I can actually tell you that when we, I don't know for sure what it was, but we did go to Gettysburg once, and we were walking around, the grounds and around Devil's Glen, and three of us separately walked through this one point in a trail, and it was absolutely ice cold. Like it was like walking through ice cold air. And then we were like, whoa! Like three of us caught it separately. So we went to fly to Chicago to go to Six Flags, and drive to Cedar Point, then to Hershey's, and finally there. That sounds like a good plan. There you go. That's a nice little tour, Corey. A theme park tour from Chicago up to New York. I like that. But yeah, Gettysburg. There's some freaky stuff that goes on down there. I don't know. 100% what it is. Devil's Den on the battlefield. Yep, you got it. That's exactly where the cold spots were. So we were walking like a little trail to get around that area. It's neat. It's a neat place to see. Gettysburg has a lot to offer as far as a trip there. So we did when last time we were there. We bought. Now it's like 3.5 hours. Like if this is your thing, that I'm not really a history person. Jackie is, and her dad is, and whatever. I'm not really too much like long history. Like I can't watch the History Channel. I don't do National Geographic, those kind of things. It's neat, it's interesting, but I can't. I can't do hours of it. Anyway, there we bought a 3.5 hour like CD listening tour that you put in your car. Excuse me. So you go to Gettysburg. It tells you exactly where to start, and you put the first CD in, and it like narrates the entire experience for you and where you're driving around, and you sit in certain parts and listen to certain things. And that was cool. That was neat because it kind of had an audio to go with the visual, which was not. That's kind of like when you're learning about history, you're taught the facts and the kind of things. But this was like completely themed out. I'm gonna rest my phone down with it, see if it's less shaky. But completely themed out, and with music and battlefield noises and sounds, and of course people screaming, and that was an interesting tour. So I would recommend doing something like that or taking like a tour group. You know what I mean? Like a tour bus. They have buses that ride all around Gettysburg, and they point out all the hot spots like the Farnsworth House and all those things, and of course all the battlefield things. And the Nellie Bly. Is that her name? Nellie Bly, the lady, the only civilian killed in Gettysburg. I forget her name. Am I wrong? I said Nellie Bly, but I don't know if that's right. Oh well. But yeah, so I mean, we have our own little fun things we can do here. That's why I keep telling people to come to Hershey, because there's more to just this town. Like, there's definitely enough to do here in town, Hershey, for a long weekend. But like, we have Gettysburg nearby, we have Lancaster nearby. Philly is only an hour and a half away, so you really could go down and do Philly, all while you're doing everything. So definitely lots of good things to do here. Um, where was I going with the ghost story thing? I think about the Congress Hotel and the ghost thing too. So we have a video of us when we were at the Congress in 2006, and all of a sudden, like, we're filming something in the room, and all of a sudden the tape like goes completely whacked out and then comes back in again. It's very weird. So if you're into that kind of paranormal thing, Congress Hotel in Chicago is a place you want to check out. Maybe that's a good direction for this live stream to go. Like, what other spooky things have you heard? There's not too much in the way of town itself here. Like I said, Gettysburg has one. I think Lancaster has a ghost tour. Oh, the Renaissance Fair. Oh, forget it. Oh, the Renaissance Fair. I haven't been to the Renaissance Fair 2008. I don't know. There's definitely. I'll tell you about the Renaissance Fair. Here's what I like about the Renaissance Fair is that I feel like the people that are there to be genuinely in that time era do a great job of it. I think that there's people who go and they dress up and they act the acts and they do everything. The jousting thing, the food. I like the Renaissance Fair for that thing. What I don't like the Renaissance Fair for is for the people that go and just find a reason to dress up like something that's not even related to the Renaissance Fair or that time period or that era, but feel like it's an excuse to do that, and then they go and they act like complete belligerent idiots, and they get trashed and drunk. Like, last time we went there, we took Sophia and she was 4, and she liked the Kings thing, and the Queens and all the costumes. Like, there's some people who like really cosplay really nice at the Renaissance Fair. We knew a couple here that she made dresses for herself and for her daughters that were like they're all matched, so they look like like royalty family type thing. Really, really nice. Like, the people who get into it really get into it and do a great job. But those people that want to be like blood-sucking vampire from the 18th century, whatever, or whatever. Whatever they're trying to do. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, and I don't know why it's allowed. And it's just the Renaissance Fair is not a reason for you to just cosplay whatever you want. I said that, okay? Because that's how I feel, and that's why we really haven't been back, because some of the people that go just get too much. I want to go and I want to see people who are into the medieval thing. Like, I know it's not all rainbows and butterflies there. I get it. It was a really weird. It was called the Dark Ages for a reason. You know what I mean? Or the Renaissance, and whatever. So that's my feelings on that. But trying to think what other areas around here have some good like haunted ghost tours that you could visit. There might be something in Harrisburg. Uh, I don't know. Gettysburg definitely is the one place I know, but a lot of people go there at Halloween to walk around and do the ghost tours. Um, there are lots of books about Pennsylvania history. Oh, so I know what we have. We have the East Penn Penitentiary down by Philadelphia, right? I'm not going there. Are you guys into that kind of stuff? I know I said I don't like stupid human torture before, but I love like the supernatural and stuff like that. I think that I don't. I'd like to say I'd like to go to East Penn. I don't know if I can handle it. Honestly, I'm such a wuss. I won't even go to the scare houses at HHN, and I know those are like completely fake. But like real places, the cemetery near me where the story of Resurrection Mary originated. Really? Okay, that's interesting. I've done that too. I've done Fort Hunter. Okay, really? Okay, that's good. Fort Hunter is close by, right? That's off of 81. Right north, just north of Harrisburg, Marysville area, I think. I think I've gone up there for like a fall festival one time. Yeah, that's cool. good to know. I'm gonna look that one up too. See, I think that'd be something fun to do. But yeah, like I've gone down whole rabbit holes about on YouTube about haunted things and whatever, and like spiritual things. The like there's that one place in I want to say Vietnam where the statue of Mary was either crying or talking or something like that, and they have it on video. And I don't, you can't see too much because the people who saw it were far away, but you could tell by the crowd reaction that like something amazing was happening there. So like that's stuff. I'll look it up. I've watched like crazy videos on like angel interception. You know what I mean? I don't know. I believe it. I believe it's real. So I'm into learning about it. The haunting things, it's spooky season, so that's where they're obviously more prevalent right now. I really like the. I think Reading near us has more. There's there's an old there was an asylum out in Reading. I know it's been like revamped since, but it's actually the same town that John and Kate plus 8 are from. If you watched that show, not Warmleysburg, Wernersville State Hospital. That's what it is. But I know that Wernersville State Hospital is like a new building now. I think they rebuilt it. But yeah, Pennsylvania and its history got a lot of crazy stuff going on here. So tell me about your stories in the comments. If you've ever had a real haunting that you've encountered. I have. Supposedly, she was hit by a car and killed at the Resurrection Cemetery, and her ghost could be reportedly hitchhiking outside of the cemetery. Okay, weird. Um, I had this thing. So, one thing I remember when I was in high school is I went camping with, like our families went camping together. So it was a friend of ours, and we were taking a walk at night around the campground. And as we were walking, I could hear like somebody running behind us. So I told my friend Megan, I was like, "Oh, watch out, somebody coming." She's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Somebody running behind us." And there was like somebody legit running behind us, like jogging. And she was like, "There's nobody behind us." I, I don't know. They're wearing a red sweatshirt. I could see that. So, and I couldn't really see their face. They had their head down. But there was somebody in a red sweatshirt running behind us. And then by the time Megan freaked out about it, and we turned around and looked, we both ran straight back to the camper. So I was in high school. That was one time that I had a ghost experience. Um, the devil's playing with us. But yeah, so whatever. I think it's kind of interesting. Jackie's mother was really into it. We used to watch Ghost Hunters on television. She used to love that show. She used to be really into it, so she would always, make sure that we saw the latest episode of that. They don't do Ghost Hunters anymore. I remember when they used to do Ghost Hunters live on Halloween. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me is like, don't mess with it. Don't tempt it. Don't, whatever. Just let it be. It's there. Or if it is there, then shouldn't have anything to do. I don't like Ouija boards. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't know. I've just heard too many weird stories and know too many people that have had weird things happen that it's not for me. So, I love a good story. I love to watch it in a movie, um, hear about it on television. I myself don't want to have the interaction. So, yeah, I'm good. But what are you guys' thoughts? What do you think about that? What do you think about like ghosts and hauntings and all that sort of thing? Like, do you think it's real? I don't know. Like, coming from a religious standpoint, hey, Hersheypark Studios, how are you? We're having a little chat here. I'm in the carpool lane. It's kind of turned into a hauntings and whatever ghost tour type thing, maybe available in the area. Do you know of any in Hershey that are going on? I don't know of any yet now, but um, people have different viewpoints on it, on whether it's real or not. I was brought up in the church, so I definitely believe that there is a force between good and evil, and I think that the devil will do anything to um, whatever get your attention. So, but looks like we're moving. Sorry, guys. My bad. I had another overheat thing, so that's just someone telling me that I need to get the iPhone 13. What do you think? All right, I'm about to pick up Parker, so I really do have to end this anyway. But thanks for coming out to chat. I like to chat, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great night. Thank you.